Everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is video number 5 in a 5-part series I've been doing on bass notes with open chords. And this is where we're going to put together some of the stuff we did in the first 4 videos. If you haven't tuned in, check them out. And just a quick review, the first video was finding a root note of a chord, so in other words in the key of C, finding the root on the 5th string. Okay, the second video was finding the root in the 5th. So C would be the root, and then we could jump over here to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, which is a G. That's the 5th of the chord. So okay, then we threw in video 3 the root, the 3rd, and the 5th. We went root, 3rd, 5th. So root on the 5th string, 3rd on the 4th string, which is an E note, G, which is on the 2nd fret, or sorry, the open 3rd string. So okay, in the 4th video, what we did was we added an approach note from the 7th note of the scale. So if we were talking about like the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So we're going to take a B note, we're going to do it down the octave. B to C, B, C. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 7th to root, then 5th, root, 5th, 7th to root. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a foundation for getting a little bit more creative with your rhythm playing. So in this video today, what I want you to do is take all that information and play through some basic 1, 4, 5, 1 progressions. So if we're in the key of C, we've got a C chord, an F chord, and a G chord, and a C chord. So I'll just play a little and let's try to listen for roots and fifths and approach notes and things. Okay. So if we're in the key of G now, I want you to play through the 1, 4, 5 in the key of G. So you got a G, a C, a D, and a G. Same thing. Doesn't always have to be every root, 3rd, 5th. It can be just root and 5th. It could be just roots. Maybe let's do it with just roots and approach notes by a half step. Okay, so I tried to keep that more simple. I changed a few things in there, but that's what happens. Okay, key of D. 1 chord's D. G would be your 4. A is 5. Okay, so So just experiment with this, use your ear, transcribe some people. You're going to see, you know, certain people like certain ways to play through changes with you know, notes that they're going to play more than others. Or so it's you know, this is, use some personal preference in here. We did A, right? So now we're on E. Okay, so E, A, B, 7, All right, so now you have the nuts and bolts to do this on your own. You don't have to be kind of a slave to some, tablature sheet that says, do this here, do that there. Right? Think about rhythm. You've got 4 beats in a measure. Do you want to put a bass note on beat 1 and 3 and the chord on 2 and 4? You've got to, you obviously, play in time with the measure with yourself and everything. The approach notes, where are you going to place those? Are you going to place those on the 4th beat of the measure so that the downbeat of 1 is the root note of the new chord, etc.? Start to play around with that. Think about that. Memorize notes. Repeat, repeat, repeat. I hope this is helpful to y'all. Lastly, if you haven't, check out my website, aaronrashaw.com. I've got a PDF that I want you guys to check out because it's free and it goes over the cycle of fifths a little bit, just in the first 5 keys and some chord families. I think it's useful. It's not too crazy and too techy. So check that out. If you haven't, please like or subscribe. That will help me out. I've crossed the 3,000 subscriber threshold, but I still need more watch hours. So if you like the content, share it with somebody, subscribe, anything, that'd be super helpful to me. I'd really appreciate it. So all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.